LA Rider is brought to you by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers, serving Louisiana motorcyclists and their families for nearly 2 decades. Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers for the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign.
This is Paul Sr. of Orange County Choppers. In my shop, people don't mess with me. When someone gets out of line, I don't let them get away with it.
Neither do we. After a motorcycle crash, the insurance companies know Dudley DeBosier doesn't back down.
We don't let insurance companies push you around, and you shouldn't either.
Trust me, these guys don't mess around. Motorcycle crash? Demand different. Demand Dudley DeBosier. 444-4444.
Welcome to another great edition of LA Rider, Louisiana's #1 source for motorcycle riding and adventure. I'm T.W. Robinson, so glad you could join us. This week we head to Winnsboro, Louisiana in search of old-fashioned hamburgers and malts. And we find much, much more at a place called Mustang Lucy Cafe. Plus riding tips from Amanda Joe and a special Memorial Day ride from the vault. The motorcycle fun is about to begin, so saddle up and let's ride. Welcome to LA Rider. We're at Jandy Imports in Slidell for another motorcycle awareness event. But more on that later. Right now, are you craving an old-fashioned malt or a juicy open-faced hamburger made the old-fashioned way? Well, Tammy and I found a place last month that is so good that if Wilson Pickett had eaten there, he may have changed the name of one of his most famous songs. As Tammy and I headed out LA 15 south of Monroe on this beautiful Monday morning, I had a familiar song bouncing around in my head. In fact, ever since Sheila Roberts Currington reached out on Facebook to invite us to the Winnsboro Cafe owned and operated by her son and daughter-in-law, I had been humming the refrain to Wilson Pickett's Mustang Sally. But in my head, it was now Ride Lucy Ride, because the name of the cafe is Mustang Lucy. Mustang Lucy is located in a shopping center just off the main highway, and the name has nothing to do with the Wilson Pickett song. It actually has something to do with how owners Walt and Lucy Smith met.
We met on Christian Mingle about a little over 8 years ago, and he works at White Ford. That's his daytime regular job. And so his username was Mustang. And then I go by Lucy, so I use Lucy as my username. So he's the Mustang and I'm the Lucy.
If you're craving an old-fashioned, incredibly creamy and thick malt, this is the place for you. Tammy and I had barely sat down when Lucy brought us the daily special, a pina colada malt. God, can you suck it? It's so thick.
But it's the word.
I'm like, Oh, that's pineapple in the bottom. That's why it wouldn't come up. There's straw. The crush. Yeah. Pineapple in the bottom. It wouldn't go through the straw. Oh my word. Isn't that wonderful? Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
There's not a lot of places you can go get like an old-fashioned malt. So we started out just kind of simple with just your chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. But I'm like a creative person, and of course I love to eat. I love ice cream. So we just tried to come up with things that would incorporate different things that would make you want to come back. What's something that I can bring to the table that's different than your average ice cream place?
Mustang Lucy features a variety of po' boys and burgers, as well as chicken, shrimp, and catfish plates. But one of their specialties is open-faced hamburgers. served with smothered onions, gravy, and fries. Naturally, I had to try it.
Got you again. I always put that on there.
Mustang Lucy Cafe is not just about good food. Walt and Lucy say their dream cafe is also about community.
The jerseys you see on the wall are actually from our customers' children. So we wanted to incorporate the community as well. And if you, I'm sure y'all saw the mural on the wall, that's all the logos of the schools.
All the mascots.
The mascots of the schools.
That's what's painted inside the Mustang
That's
Lucy.
what you're seeing is our community come together.
But it's the food that draws the community to Mustang Lucy and keeps them coming back. Oh, and I almost forgot, they also serve some incredible desserts. Tammy and I just couldn't leave without sampling the daily special, chocolate Twix cake, with a side of ice cream, of course.
So what do you hope when people leave your place? What do you want their big takeaway to be?
Well, of course you want them to be full and happy, but I also want them to feel us as Christians. You know, like I want them to feel that they were at home. I hope they want to come back because they feel like they were at their grandma's and they ate whatever, you know, it was good and then friendly.
Well, we certainly felt that way. I think the only thing I didn't get that I needed was the wheelbarrow to take me out of here. Back to
We have one.
Whoo, my chariot awaits.
Here we go.
All right, don't dump me out.
You said you needed a wheelbarrow. Let's go. Now we have to tell you, Mustang Lucy is not fast food. Everything on the menu is made fresh and made to order. That means when things get busy, you may have to wait a little bit before your food is served. But just take the time to check out the scenery and meet some new friends, because the food is definitely worth the wait. Coming up after the break, Amanda Jo has some tips on turning around.
LA Rider is brought to you by the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign, a 501c3 nonprofit organization exclusively dedicated to promoting motorcycle awareness and rider safety throughout Louisiana and the nation.
I didn't see him.
She just came out of nowhere.
God, what am I gonna do?
Watch for us.
See us.
Watch for us.
See us.
Watch for us. See us.
Watch for us.
See us.
Watch for us.
Save us.
Nearly two-thirds of all motorcycle fatalities are caused by distracted and inattentive drivers. Please, watch for motorcycles.
Thank you, Baton Rouge, for making Baton Rouge Harley-Davidson the #1 dealer in the state. Head to Baton Rouge Harley-Davidson, your one-stop shop for everything Harley-Davidson. Already own a Harley-Davidson? Oil changes starting at $49.99 and free tire installation by one of the 3 most experienced master techs in Louisiana. We'll work on any Harley-Davidson from 1903 to 2021. Brand new 2021 Road Glide special for payments of $215. Get top dollar for your trade-in on a new 2021 Road Glide at a payment you can afford. Baton Rouge Harley-Davidson, serving Louisiana for over 20 years.
This is Paul Sr. of Orange County Choppers. One thing bikers have in common, we don't put up with no BS. That's why after a motorcycle crash, you should call these guys, Dudley DeBosier.
Take it from Paul Sr. At Dudley DeBosier, we'll shoot you straight every time.
If you don't need a lawyer, we'll tell you. If you do, we'll help you.
And that's no BS. Motorcycle crash? Demand different. Demand Dudley DeBosier. 444-4444.
I didn't see him.
Watch for us.
She just came out of nowhere.
See us.
God, what am I gonna do?
Save us.
We have all faced it. You've made a wrong turn, or worse yet, the road ahead is completely blocked. The only thing to do is go back the way you came. Time for a U-turn, something many riders dread. But making a U-turn shouldn't be a challenge. In fact, it can be as simple as 1, 2, 3. 1, head and eye placement. 2, posture, and 3, clutch, throttle, and brake control. Okay, Mike, so what's the best way to complete a U-turn?
Proper setup. Making a U-turn can be easy on you or it can be hard on you based on your setup. You always want to use all the space as much as possible. So when you approach it, you always want to, if you're going to make a left-handed turn, you're going to be on the right side as further as you can go. When you approach it and you're getting ready to turn, you're going to turn your head and eyes and look in the direction you want to go. And when you do that, you might have to induce a little bit of lean depending on how much space you have and you don't. If you're sitting in the right body position and you have the right clutch control and throttle control, you can lean the bike as much as you need to. The bike can still have drive to pull you through the turn. 3 most important controls are your clutch, your throttle, and your brake control, especially when you're going to make a U-turn. You have to have all 3 working together to be able to complete the turn. You're always going to cover your rear brake. When you do that, you're always going to have your big toe on the right end of the brake pedal. You don't want to be pushing on there hard. You just want to have slight pressure to stabilize the bike when you're turning. You want that bike to roll and drive through the turn with ease versus you riding the brake and it's disturbing the motion of the bike and it's going to pull you down, especially when you're turning or leaning. RPMs are very important because you want to have them between 12 and 1500 based on your turn that you're approaching. If it's tighter, okay, I like to have them a little bit towards 1600 or something like that because you have more lean to help pull you through the turn and the drive. Clutch control is a different animal. It does so many different things. It's the lifeline of the bike. It controls everything. And let's talk about the gray area or the friction zone that most people know about. Friction zone is like a 1/4 of an inch gap, fine line that it works in. The clutch engages, it starts pulling, and the bike starts moving. After that 1/4 of an inch area, it disengages, meaning you're fully out, you're not using any clutch anymore. You just pull your clutch out and it barely starts pulling, you have a little bit of drive. If you're going through a turn and you're leaning the bike more, you're going to have the clutch out a little bit more. That way you'll have more drive to the back wheel. In any turn that you make, whether you're scraping the floorboards or you're just barely turning, if you have the clutch in the friction zone, RPM set with very little brake pressure or none, the bike is just going to turn around because you have drive to the back wheel and the bike is moving.
The average 2-lane roadway is about 24 feet. In urban areas, though, it can be as little as 20 feet. But both provide plenty of room for making smooth, controlled, and safe U-turns. And with a little practice, you can be making even tighter turns. Try it. You may surprise yourself. That's our riding tip of the week. I'm Amanda Joe. Ride safe, everyone.
Motocross? We've got it at G & Gonzalez in Baton Rouge. All the bikes, all the gear, and the expertise to help make you #1 at the track. From beginner to expert, we've got just what you need at G & Gonzalez in Baton Rouge. Come see us today at G & Gonzalez, Louisiana's oldest family-owned power sports dealer, located in downtown Baton Rouge in the shadow of the state capitol.
Race on down to G & Gonzalez. Becoming #1 starts here.
We're waiting for you!
It doesn't matter if your bike is brand new or an old road warrior. Sly Dog Cycles has the tools and talents to keep it on the road and running strong. From service and repairs to customization and performance work, you can trust Sly Dog Cycles to get it done and get it done right. So if you want personal service from people who have the knowledge, skills, and experience to handle all of your riding needs, bring your ride to Sly Dog Cycles. They're rider recommended.
Support motorcycle safety and encourage other drivers to watch for motorcycles. Purchase a motorcycle awareness specialty plate for your car, truck, or motorcycle. For an additional $25 a year, you can help the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign promote safety, awareness, and training programs throughout Louisiana.
I'm T.W. Robinson. No matter what you ride, put a MAC plate on it and help support motorcycle awareness wherever you go.
Want a high-quality used motorcycle delivered to your door with a money-back guarantee? At usedbikesdirect.com, you can choose from hundreds of high-quality American, Japanese, and European motorcycles. Just browse our website, pick your bike, get your financing, and arrange your trade-in, all from the comfort of your home. And we'll deliver it straight to your door for free, complete with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Buying a used motorcycle has never been easier or safer. Just go to usedbikesdirect.com and start shopping.
For more than 40 years, Robert Rad Leonard has provided South Louisiana motorcyclists with all their needs, from a showroom jam-packed with all the latest gear to a full-service shop featuring skilled technicians who handle everything from routine service to complete engine rebuilds. Rad Cycles also carries a huge selection of pre-owned models and has the area's largest inventory of used bike parts. For all your riding needs, do what South Louisiana motorcyclists have been doing since 1978. Go Rad. Rad Cycles. They're rider recommended.
At Jandy Imports, we have everything for your ride. From high-quality leather jackets, vests, and chaps, to saddlebags, luggage, and riding boots. We have a large selection of helmets, too, and feature a full line of AMSOIL and bike care products. At Jandy Imports, you'll find the area's largest selection of patches, all sewed on for you while you wait. You need it? We've got it. At Jandy Imports, the little store with the big inventory.
Come see us at Jandy Imports.
It's Memorial Day weekend, a time to pause and reflect on the men and women who have given their lives in service to their country. From the LA Rider Vault, here's a special Memorial Day ride I took a few years ago. Like most people who ride, I look forward to holidays. Give me good weather and a 3-day weekend, and you can be sure I'll be out on the road riding at least 2 of those 3 days. Looking for a bigger burger, a new road to ride, or an unusual destination. But on Memorial Day weekend 2019, it wasn't food or a road or even a destination that was on my mind. It was a number, and that number was 1.1 million. That's how many Americans have died in battle since the American Revolution. 1.1 million soldiers have gone off to war and never returned. That's what Memorial Day is really about. So on this Memorial Day weekend, I decided to forego the search for food, new roads, and unusual destinations, and instead pointed Red Ryder in a different direction. My first stop was the State Capitol building in Baton Rouge, where I found a stunning temporary memorial to Louisiana's fallen heroes. There were more than 11,000 flags planted here, each one representing a Louisiana citizen killed in battle since the Civil War. The memorial, which was placed by the Blue Star Mothers, is a vivid representation of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. Next, a short 19-mile ride north to the Port Hudson National Cemetery, just off US 61 on the edge of East Baton Rouge Parish. The siege of Port Hudson was one of the key battles of the Civil War, and a costly one. Nearly 5,000 Union troops died during the 48-day siege, and many of them are buried here. Today, the cemetery contains the graves of more than 12,000 servicemen and women, and is one of the largest national cemeteries in Louisiana. The final leg of my pause and reflect ride took me another 18 miles to the northeast and the Louisiana War Veterans Home in Jackson.
The state of Louisiana operates 5 veterans homes, and the Jackson facility was the first. On this Memorial Day weekend, I decided to drop by and say thank you to some of the residents who just happened to be enjoying an impromptu after-lunch concert.
Thanks to you, I'm always home till closing time. And I got swinging doors, a jukebox, and the bars too.
While I can't personally thank the 1.1 million Americans who gave their lives for us, I certainly can thank those who put their lives on the line along with them and managed to make it safely back home. In the end, they are all heroes, aren't they? And they deserve our respect, our honor, and our thanks each and every day.
When it comes to power sports, you'll find just what you're looking for at G & Gonzalez in Baton Rouge. All the latest makes and models, from Kawasaki, Honda, and Yamaha, plus parts, accessories, and all the latest gear. I'm Amber. Come see me today at G & Gonzalez, Louisiana's oldest family-owned power sports dealer, located in the shadow of the state capitol in downtown Baton Rouge.
I didn't see him.
She just came out of nowhere.
God, what am I gonna do?
Watch for us.
See us.
Watch for us.
See us.
Watch for us. See us.
Watch for us.
See us.
Watch for us.
Save us.
Nearly 2/3 of all motorcycle fatalities are caused by distracted and inattentive drivers. Please, watch for motorcycles. Looking for a trailer? Check out Mike Gerald's Trailer Depot. At Mike's 2 Baton Rouge locations, you'll find a huge inventory of high-quality motorcycle trailers, boat trailers, cargo trailers, utility trailers, and custom-built trailers. Plus, the largest inventory of trailer parts and accessories in the area. Can't find that perfect trailer? Let Mike build one for you. Mike Gerald's Trailer Depot. 2 locations in Baton Rouge to serve you. They're Rider recommended.
Thank you, Baton Rouge, for making Baton Rouge Harley-Davidson the #1 dealer in the state. Head to Baton Rouge Harley-Davidson, your one-stop shop for everything Harley-Davidson. Already own a Harley-Davidson? Oil changes starting at $49.99 and free tire installation by one of the 3 most experienced master techs in Louisiana. We'll work on any Harley-Davidson from 1903 to 2021. Brand new 2021 Road Glide special for payments of $215. Get top dollar for your trade-in on a new 2021 Road Glide at a payment you can afford. Baton Rouge Harley-Davidson, serving Louisiana for over 20 years.
All of a sudden, I see this car. He stopped, starts to turn out in front of us. Next thing I knew, I was on the ground, crawling around, looking for, my boyfriend just to make sure he was okay. In 2 seconds, it can all be over. And people don't take the time to think about that when they're on the roads, because in our situation, the guy said, I saw them. I just thought I could make it. I never, ever in my entire life thought this would happen to me, honestly.
Support motorcycle safety and encourage other drivers to watch for motorcycles. Purchase a motorcycle awareness specialty plate for your car, truck, or motorcycle. For an additional $25 a year, you can help the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign promote safety, awareness, and training programs throughout Louisiana.
I'm T.W. Robinson. No matter what you ride, put a MAC plate on it and help support motorcycle awareness wherever you go.
Well, as we said at the beginning of the show, we're in Slidell at Jandy Imports, the little shop with the big inventory. This is the last weekend of Motorcycle Awareness Month, and Jandy and Mac are joining forces to get the word out to watch for motorcycles.
When you put a MAC yard sign in front of your house, in front of your business, you're prompting motorists to please actively watch for motorcycles. And that's what we've got to do. And that's our function here at the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign, to prompt motorists to please actively watch for motorcyclists. The idea is to get the number of motorcycle crashes down to 0 every year.
Down to 0? Do you really think that's possible?
We have to make it possible. We do. Now, the number of motorcycle crashes have been diminishing by about 18% since 2017. But we've got to get the crashes down to 0 per year. It's a lofty goal, but we think it can be done. And a small part of helping to do that is displaying a MAC yard sign.
Or joining MAC.
Or joining MAC. And of course, you can do that at our MAC website, macorg.com. $35 a year. Make a safe, secure donation with your credit card. Again, macorg.com. Click the button that says join.
How important do you think MAC is for the motorcycle community?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, it's really helped a lot. I mean, people know y'all everywhere, and it's like I think it's making it more aware of the bikers because you know, the accidents number has gone down some, and I think it's got something to do with it. People are starting to kind of pay more attention.
Right.
And there's a lot of cars on the road these days, and sometimes it still happens, but you know, I think overall people are really getting aware of it.
Now, Andy, give me a little background on Jandy Imports, because I know you've been around for a long time.
Yeah, we've been here 20 years. It started out back about 2001. I started selling leather out of the back of a little short bed pickup, and I was doing bike nights around the city and in Slidell, and it's kind of kept growing a little bit. And then I was also selling leather down in the flea market in New Orleans on the weekends. Did that for a year. And I got tired of that, and I decided to build this store.
You need a home base.
Yeah, because I was just tired of kind of hauling it around everywhere.
Right.
And so we built the store, and then I still hauled it around
right.
for years. But it's been working out great. I mean, it helped advertise my business, you know, because all the bike nights we did around the city and Gretna, and we went all over.
Right.
You know, so it's got 20 years here, and I hope to get a few more, and you know, but we're still pushing it.
If you need a sign or some bumper stickers, stop by Jandy anytime or check out the MAC website for a sign location in your area. In the meantime, be sure to join us right here next week for another great edition of LA Rider. Like we always say, we haven't been everywhere, but it's on our list. I'm T.W. Robinson. See you next week on LA Rider.
LA Rider is brought to you by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers, serving Louisiana motorcyclists and their families for nearly 2 decades. Dudley DeBosier, official injury lawyers for the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign.
This is Paul Sr. of Orange County Choppers. One thing bikers have in common, we don't put up with no BS. That's why after a motorcycle crash, you should call these guys, Dudley DeBosier.
Take it from Paul Sr. At Dudley DeBosier, we'll shoot you straight every time.
If you don't need a lawyer, we'll tell you. If you do, we'll help you.
And that's no BS. Motorcycle crash? Demand different. Demand Dudley DeBosier. 444-4444.
God bless Chrome Cowgirls.